Eric Clapton is one of my main influences. I probably listened to the Live Cream vinyl LP thousands of times. I'm not kidding. This lesson, however, is definitely inspired by the later Derek and the Dominoes Layla era Clapton sound and style. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for me to talk about my approach to vibrato. I'm almost entirely self taught, but the education I do have was 2 years of private lessons from age 12 to 14 with a fantastic teacher in Albuquerque, New Mexico named Steve Mays. He started teaching me some of Clapton's approaches at the very beginning of my guitar education. Steve taught me that vibrato should come from the wrist. Simply turning the wrist is the best way, I think, to achieve the Clapton style vibrato. And I've used this for the rest of my life. Now, check this out. The wrist simply comes up and goes down, comes up and comes down. Your elbow stays here. Your fingers kind of stay solid here. But see, it comes up and down. You can exaggerate it like that. Now, put a string under your fingers and hold it. Turn the wrist and they automatically come up. Another really important thing is that when you pull a string, now here we're in the key of C minor for this lesson, when you pull a string, use the other strings behind the primary finger for strength. I mean, it's really hard to pull up like that, but once you put the second finger down and the index finger down, you got all that strength. Same here with your pinky. You put the third finger and the second finger behind it, you got strength. Combine that with the strength of the turn of the wrist, and you can get a slow and steady vibrato anywhere, even when you're pulling a string and holding it as you've pulled it here at the top. You got that strength. I mean, you can use your fingers for vibrato, but I think the wrist gives you the most strong, steady, confident, flowing vibrato. And I've always used it. Now, over the years, my vibrato has gotten a little slower than Clapton's, and yours can be whatever you want it to be too. As time goes on, you'll turn it into your personal vibrato that you like the most, and you can change it. You can go fast sometimes, slow sometimes, but I do a default that's a little slower than his, but just right for me. And so with this lesson, pay attention to the vibrato, do it from the wrist if you can, and when you pull the strings, make sure you are pulling with the strength of the fingers behind the primary finger. And it'll come quickly and you'll have a lot of strength and a lot of confidence this way. And make no mistake, Clapton is and was my primary influence for this important skill, the skill of vibrato.